Good morning, everyone. Vikings Guy here on the morning of the season opener between Eagles and the Cowboys. The reason that game's being played, Eagles-Cowboys, is because the Eagles got all the money and Dallas has all the money, literally. Otherwise, Dallas shouldn't be in that game. But let's move forward. We're here to predict the NFC North. Now, this is an interesting division because it's tough. There's a lot of really good teams here, and even the worst team is still a pretty good team. And so let's jump right into it. What will Vikings Guy predict for this year's NFC North? Starting with your fourth place team, not much of a surprise, the Chicago Bears. Now, I think they're going to end up at 9-8, which most Bears fans would probably be like, what are you talking about? Come on, Vikings Guy, this is just you hating on the Bears. I think if you're a real Bears fan, you understand the perspective here. 9-8 for a season with your first head coach that really is legitimate in a long time, working with Caleb, getting him square. There'll be some, opening season problems for Caleb, things that Ben will work through, but have faith in Ben Johnson. This is going to turn around and they're going to be 9-8. Now, third place team might be a bit of a shocker, but I'm going to pick the Detroit Lions. And there's a number of reasons why the Lions are falling number 3 on the list this year. Not just because they probably have the most brutal road schedule of any team in the NFL, but also losing both of your coordinators. Now, that's a problem for any team, but especially for a team that was really the anchor for Dan Campbell, Gamble and Dan, who made tough choices in tough spots and really made some unforced errors. And who is going to be that nookie blankie, that person who protects Dan Campbell from himself? I don't think we know who that is yet. Jared Goff's a year older. That's a great skill set team. I think anybody would take their offensive weapons. A little worried about their defensive situation. And with Ragnow retiring, there's an O-line issue there. And they won't talk about it, but there is. And so let's just see how this thing goes. But the Lions are going to come in at 10-7. Now the Packers, this is really the wild card, bringing in Micah Parsons. Now Micah Parsons this week was announced to have a back injury, which was not a surprise to people in the following situation in Dallas. But this L4, L5 vertebrae, if you can see, it's right down at the bottom of his back. Now, he's getting what's called an epidural injection. Now, an epidural injection, to put it in layman's terms, is an injection to block pain. So now, if Micah Parsons is not at 100% and he's not the guy that they expect him to be, big trouble for the Packers. Now, with that being said, I think if Jordan Love is okay, they'll finish 11-6. They'll win more games in the division. And finally, it comes down to this. Your NFC North champions this year, big surprise, the Minnesota Vikings, led by J.J. McCarthy, will come in at 12-5. Why? Revamped offensive line, revamped defensive line, much better running game. And this defense is stout on the back end, even though our cornerbacks are a little bereft of depth beyond number 4. The Vikes are going to win it all this year in the NFC North, and will win a game in the playoffs. That's my predictions. SKOL Vikings.